If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you will be tired of me saying this story again and again. The story of me getting abandoned by my close friends, half of them, most of them for a few months, letting me to rot alone. The story of my crush getting with my close friends is one of them. Me apparently being this selfish asshole that doesn't care about other people's feelings. All hell broke loose on this one night. This one night where I was supposed to call everyone to apologize for my mistakes, and instead judgment was placed upon me and I was like kind of abandoned and exiled from this friend group forever. This was taken the night the incident happened, the night when I was walking home after that. Am I really that evil? Do I really deserve this kind of hell? I would be lying if I said I wasn't hurt. I would be lying if I said I was stoic and I was able to survive it all without feeling anything. But that's normal. It's not the point whether I was hurt or not. It's whether I can walk out alive, survive this and recover from this and become a stronger man in the future. And if you're watching this video, if you clicked on it, it must be because you cannot move on from trauma. It must be because of some mistakes that you made, some events that changed your life, and you're still being hurt by it, you're still being dragged down, you're still being held back by these kind of incidents. Well, do you want to know the reason why you haven't moved on? You haven't learned from it. It's like an unstoppable quest in life. You cannot get past this gate unless you finish this quest. So this is what it would look like if you haven't moved on. You would either escape from reality, you try to ignore the pain, you try to ignore all of these stresses that's making you feel bad, and in turn you keep getting haunted by it. You feel bad about yourself, you feel embarrassed, and you feel some weird feeling inside yourself. And it's because of this trauma that you haven't solved yet, this quest that you haven't completed. It's either that or you get into this stage of depression, you feel stuck and hopeless, unmotivated to do anything to change your life because you're just getting held down by this trauma. And both of these scenarios are when you haven't moved on. They are really, really painful, and it's actually your brain and body's way to tell you, to signal you to like, bro, you gotta get rid of this, bro, you gotta do something about this, bro. You haven't learned from this experience, this mistake that you made, and one day you're gonna make the same mistake and you wonder, why is this happening to me? Why? Well, of course it's gonna happen to you because you haven't taken the time to go through the pain, go through the suffering and like the mental stage where you're like looking inwards on yourself, being introspective. That's why it feels so hard. The real work, the looking into the mirror and being accountable for yourself, the actions that you make, taking responsible for even the things that it's not your fault, the things that you don't even want, but you have to be responsible for it because it's your life, it's your action to take. Now, if you've watched a few productivity videos on how to learn, how to study better, you'll probably understand this thing, which is like learning comes from active recall and spaced repetition. Active recall is like when you use your mind actively to like solve questions, do specific problems about the specific tasks that you want to learn about. That's when you learn the most. And spaced repetition is like repeating it in a like regular spaced interval where you're studying it today, you're studying it tomorrow, the next week and the next month. That's how you get it ingrained into your memory. And that's how you get something into your mind, into this long-term memory, into this kind of deep belief that you cannot shake inside of you. This can be working against you, this can be not on your side also, this can be negative towards you, because what if you actively recall the bad experiences, the traumatic experiences, and then you frame it in a way that's bad towards you. You have these negative thoughts about yourself. You think about yourself being this person undeserving of love, this person that's always a failure, this person that makes the same mistakes again and again. If you think about it in this way, in a long enough time period, then you will kind of reinforce this thought into your brain. That is how real trauma forms, not because of the event, but because of your own brain hurting and sabotaging yourself. Now it's a few months later, and then whenever I meet those friends, I'm still okay with them. Whenever I meet new people, I don't have this like lingering thought in my mind that everyone is evil, everyone treats me bad. I still smile to everyone now, I still feel hopeful with girls. I don't feel like I'm this loser. I'm still secure with my skills and all. I'm still very confident, I'm still very happy, I'm still very purposeful. Do you want to know why? It's because I've used that specific technique for learning that's used in productivity, that's used in studying, and I use it in a beneficial way for me to learn from this trauma, learn from this experience, move on from it, learn everything that went wrong. I try to specifically, like, detailed, autistically think about what's happening in every single situation. Human nature, I try to do anything I can to move on. And to this day, I'm still looking back at every event in my life, trying to find clues to improve myself. Even my high school life, even my primary school life, even me as a child, every single event, I'm still looking back and try to find clues to improve. Be open to new ideas, be okay with changing your beliefs and changing your thoughts, be okay with everything. Even if it feels uncomfortable to change, making new friends that you believe is truly closer to your true identity, deliberately training mental strength once you realize it's something that's really useful to you, something that you really want. Go to the gym once you realize you're unhealthy or you want to become a better, healthier person. All of these takes deliberate introspection, thinking and actually making decisions that you want in your life. And so moving on in life, it's not about forgetting it, or it's not about trying to ignore it or anything. It's to actually face it head on and move on without regret with this loop of experiences in your back. Now, if what I've said in this video actually resonated with you, if you feel like there's actually something that you want to move on from but you can't, and you can't really pinpoint why, if you need help with any of those problems that you face, I can be there for you. I can be there to discuss things with you one-on-one. If you're interested, click the link in the comments below, and to you, joining us on this journey of self-improvement, our future is bright.